It is hot. So this is probably really crazy, and we'll see how it goes. Not sure. It is 10:30 in the morning. We got a 2-hour drive to find a camping spot on one of the busiest weekends of the year. I think we can do it, especially since we got 4-wheel drive and high clearance. You can probably get to some spots a lot of people can't. We're doing, just like I said, just an overnight trip. I got to pick up the kids tomorrow at 5 p.m. So in roughly 24 hours, I need to be on the road back home. 2-hour drive. But the biggest reason I'm doing this, God, I sweat, is this. "101 degrees outside right now, projected to be 112. And it's only 10:30. God. Here's a great example of two things. One, being a good steward, and ham radio. We were driving along this road and a fellow flagged me down, and he was broke down out in the middle of nowhere. So we hooked up a tow strap and we're towing him out. That would have cost him probably $1,000. And then he couldn't make a phone call to home to tell his family what had happened, so we got, and there's no cell phone service up here, so we got on the radio and made a phone call through the radio to his family. So there you go. There's my good deed for the day. We'll tow this guy back out and let him enjoy the rest of his weekend. Well, we made it in about 2 hours time, and thank goodness we had 4-wheel drive. When you come camping up in my area, my neck of the woods, and you leave on a Saturday afternoon, you've really got to be imaginative with where you're gonna camp, because a lot of these places are taken up pretty quick. And the 4-wheel drive comes in handy because I can get to places where a lot of people can't. So this is part 2 of the cliff camping video, and as you can see, we got a great view, and I was going to showcase this in the dark, but I picked this up at Walmart a few weeks ago. I've got another one, a smaller one, that's pretty cool too. You can get these for like $10. These old school kerosene lanterns, and the cool thing about this is it will take kerosene, white gas, citronella, or regular lamp oil. But what I like most about it, other than the nostalgic part of it, is that there's very little bugs that get attracted to it. You know, I've got an LED light in there. I got a lot of LED lights. And I've tried propane with the mantles and stuff like that. Got all that. This by far attracts the least amount of bugs, which is pretty cool. And it doesn't illuminate the camp as well as those other options do, but it does a good enough job. The trade-off is even there. And for the price, you can't beat it. And it's just freaking cool. So the most expensive part of this is buying the oil that goes in them. And I mean, you can find that cheap too. You could probably get it in bulk on Amazon or something like that. But speaking of bugs, what do you do to keep the bugs away? Well, now this varies greatly depending on what part of the country you're in. Where I'm at here, we have ticks certain times a year, and I think just about everywhere deals with mosquitoes. So the best thing I use to deter both of those is DEET spray. You know, it's a body spray that you put on you, and that works pretty well. Other than that, the thermocell little propane canister devices that you can light, those do an exceptional job. Here's a picture of one right now. I use this just about every single camping trip, and to be honest with you, I had it for a couple years before I realized how effective it was. You don't see with your eyes just how effective this little thing is, but it really works awesome. So go ahead and grab one, add that to your must-have when going out camping. The rain's coming down right now. Pretty good. And we were gonna go fishing. You know what? On second thought, this is probably the best time to go fishing. Let's go do it. Woo! This is a good cardio. It's a serious topic, but we can inject a little bit of humor into it because I'm out of shape. I really need to hit that treadmill. Anyways, if you or someone you know is suffering from depression, anxiety, hell, anything that's racking the mind, postpartum, schizophrenia, you know, I mean, anything, get them outdoors. You go outdoors. This is hands down the most organic form of therapy that I know of, and pretty confident it would work for you too. But other than that, you know, get the help you need, and when you get back home, pick up the phone, call somebody, professional help, and do this as well because it really helps. I mean, this is the great outdoors, folks. It really injects something into you that is beyond words. And like I said, again, it works for me, and I'm sure it'll work for you. And that's the end goal with these videos, is that you take in the sights and the sounds that I'm hearing. But at the same time, it gives you some hope that there's something out there other than prescription meds or whatever that they give people these days. This is the best medicine, in my opinion, and I am not a professional on the matter, but I know this works. I've been there. So try it out. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the people that you love. You owe it to the people that love you. But first and foremost, yourself. And on that note, you're pretty badass. And I guarantee you, I'm not the only one that thinks that. All right, so we're going to set our crawdad, crayfish, whatever you want to call them, trap. And it is right here. I literally just put some summer sausage in there with some chicken chunks. You know, I mean, these things, you eat just about anything. So, and you want to just toss it in the rocky part, right from the shore, no more than 10 feet from the shore. So I'm going to aim for right there. Let's see how we do here. Yep, I think that'll do just fine right there. And then you anchor it to a rock. Let that sit overnight. And we should have dinner or lunch for tomorrow. It is thundering. Man, we got some good storms coming. Look at that. This is Arizona. That's an island right there. The lake goes around that. Whew, crazy thunderstorms. Something about the rain hitting the tent definitely helps you sleep better, in my opinion. We're gonna go down and check our crawfish trap and throw some line in the water and see what we can catch. Let's do it. Nothing. Got a little fishy in there, and that's about it. It's because our bait got taken. This isn't the best when it comes to these crawfish traps. The mesh ones are much better. I forgot that one. Okay, so a lot of these high country lakes, they don't allow live bait. You have to use artificial lures or power bait. with the conditions the way they are right now, and with this breeze we have going on, I'm not going to mess with the spinner. The spinner works very well, but it would be really difficult for me to cast with the wind the way it is right now and the way it's coming out of the east. It wouldn't be any fun, and it'd be kind of pointless. So we're going to go with the old power bait. And the way I rig my power bait is like so. 4-pound monofilament line with some weights about 15 inches from the end of the hook, okay? Take those to a swivel, tie off a swivel, and on the end of that swivel, attach 2 snell hooks. I believe these are number 12, okay? And you're gonna take your power bait, ball those up where you cover the hook completely, okay? And I use 2 different power baits on there. What's gonna happen is you need the weight to cast it out, or else, especially with this wind, I'm not gonna get out far. And the power bait will float between 6 inches and 15 inches from the bottom, and you want it floating. Bobbers never work for this for me. I can't stand using bobbers. I don't use bobbers for fishing. Haven't since I was 6 years old, no offense. But this is a fail-safe method for me, and it works every time. Let's check it out. So right now I'm using the Extra Scent power bait, but what they really like is the garlic. That's what they're biting on today. The power bait garlic natural scent. Now it says natural scent and it says garlic next to it. This stuff works pretty good. I'm going to keep that line taut. And if you haven't had a bite in 15 minutes, reel it in and cast it somewhere else. Got one. Good size one too. Holy moly! Yeah, that's a big one for this lake. Hey, 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 hey. Give me that puppy there. Ugh, Jesus, gotta get my feet in. you do it. Now we got to make our way back up there through all that. Let's do it. Woo, that sun's bright. I apologize about the hat shadow there, but I can't see with the sun glaring in my eyes like that. And I'd have my sunglasses on, but then I think that's kind of weird. It takes away yeah, whatever. Anyways, disadvantages to camping on a cliff. Well, last night at 4:30, I was getting kind of sick and tired of the wind. And it can get kind of windy if you're camping on a ledge like this. Fortunately, the wind is pretty much completely stopped. But the disadvantage there is the temperatures start coming up. Still, it's better than being down there where it's like 110 degrees. Whereas up here, it's 75. So I will take that any day of the week, bring it with the wind. Hopefully we get another windstorm, or not a windstorm, a rainstorm that blows through, because that really cooled things down and was pretty awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about geocaching. If you've never heard of geocaching, go to this website right here and check it out. But chances are you've heard of it. Basically, in a nutshell, geocaching is an outdoor recreational activity in which people use cell phones, GPS devices, or certain navigational ways to find hidden containers, or what are we referred as geocaches, all over the place. There's 3 million of these things all around the world, and 500,000 of them are right here in the United States. That said, there's a good chance that there's one not only near your backyard where you're sitting right now, but there's a really good chance that wherever your favorite camp spot is, there's a geocache within walking distance of that, or right next to you. Like in this case, there's supposedly one within 6 feet of where we're sitting right now, just across from the tent camp here, or the truck tent. I have searched for this particular cache for days. I searched for 2 days on our last trip up here. I searched all day yesterday looking for this thing. I can't find it, which leads me to believe that it's either been taken by somebody that doesn't know what it is and they discarded it, or it's just flat out hidden so well that I can't find it. And that happens sometimes. Not often, but it does happen. So we can't find this one. I'm going to take you along on up the road here, where apparently there's a few more, and we'll see if we can find those. It's pretty cool. It's a great activity for kids and adults alike. And when you're out, and the whole purpose of it is to get you outdoors, which that's awesome, right? So let's go try to find some geocaches. Okay, so we got the app open. This is where we're at right here. This cache here is the one that we've been trying to find that we just can't find, but looks like a little further up the road. There's one right here. It's called Eagle's Roost. So we're gonna try to find that one. See what it says about it. Edge of Milk Ranch Point, facing south. 4-wheel drive or high clearance vehicle. 6 feet high, 6 inches high, 6 inches round plastic jar with an official geocache label in it. Got some goodies in it. And it was last found, gosh, almost a year ago. So hopefully it's still there. That concerns me, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, it says it's 409 feet that way. Let's see if we can find it. Ah, there it is right there. I see it. There it is. In this log. And you gotta be careful getting this stuff because, yeah, you know, there could be snakes in there. There's your log. Cool, there's a pen in there so that I can write on this log. Usually they'll have something, if they're this big, they'll have a little information packet in it. There we go. We'll fill out this log. Might be a trackable in there too, that'd be kind of cool. So this log goes back 13 years. It's cool. More than that. Oh yeah, 13, it's 8. Go ahead and sign that. Oh man. That might not work anymore. Come on, baby. Well, good thing there's a backup in there. See, these people were thinking. Whew, that's gonna be tough though. Wow. Thanks for the find. Put that back in there. Let's see what else we got in here. I'm not sure what that is. Frog. Just a bunch of knickknacks. Looks like there's a geo coin in there though. No. Just random stuff, you know. I mean, thought there was a trackable in there, but I don't think there is. That's cool. Leave no trace. Leave it as you find it. You don't see anything else in there. I'll look at my phone once more and see if there's a, it said there's a trackable in there, but I'm not seeing one. Let's see here. So we're gonna mark the cache that we found it. Log found. Post. Continue. Trackables. There are no trackables in there. Okay. Good deal. So that's basically geocaching in a nutshell. And you can see just in our area here, look at all these. There's one just up the way too. But yeah, look at all those. That was fun. Now we put it back the way we found it without getting bit. And we're on our way. We got some storms a-brewing ahead of us. We're on the dirt road back from Reset on the way home. I sure do miss my kids. Otherwise, I'd stay out here forever. But one of these trips, I'll bring my babies along and introduce you guys to them. Start getting them acquainted to the outdoors. My son Liam is almost 4 and he's been camping a few times and he loves it. Absolutely loves it. But yeah, I'm glad you guys came along with me in the virtual YouTube world. If you're ever in my neck of the woods, hit me up. Let's go camping sometime. If you just need a stinking reset, go camping, go outdoors. I think you're pretty badass, and I guarantee you I'm not the only one that thinks that.